Hello and welcome back at the FinetLink channel, and today we are with the last part of switch security configuration, which will be a short video. As in the first two videos, we talked about implementing port security to mitigate MAC address table attacks, and then in the second video we will explain how to configure dynamic trunking protocol and native VLAN to mitigate VLAN attacks. We even explained how to configure DHCP snooping to mitigate DHCP attacks, and then we explained how to configure ARP inspection to mitigate ARP attacks. And now in this last video, we will explain how to configure PortFast and Bridge Protocol Data Unit Guard to mitigate spanning tree protocol. Recalling that network attackers can manipulate the spanning tree protocol to conduct an attack by spoofing the root bridge and changing the topology of a network. To mitigate spanning tree protocol manipulation attacks, use PortFast and Bridge Protocol Data Unit Guard, where the PortFast immediately brings an interface configured as an access port to the forwarding state from a blocking state by passing the listening and the learning state. Apply this to all end-user ports. PortFast should only be configured on ports attached to the end devices. And as for the Bridge Protocol Data Unit Guard, this immediately error disables a port that receives a Bridge Protocol Data Unit. Like PortFast, Bridge Protocol Data Unit Guard should only be configured on interfaces attached to end devices. And here we have a figure where we have the access ports for the switch number 1 from Fast Ethernet 01 to Fast Ethernet 024 that all should be configured with PortFast and Bridge Protocol Data Unit Guard since these devices are connected with end devices. PortFast bypass the spanning tree protocol listening and learning states to minimize the time that access port must wait for spanning tree protocol to converge. If PortFast is enabled on a port connection that is connected to another switch, there is a risk of creating spanning tree loops. PortFast can be enabled on an interface by using the configuration command spanning tree PortFast. And there is an alternative where we can configure the PortFast even globally on all access ports just by using the spanning tree PortFast default in the global configuration. And then, as in every configuration, if we need to verify the configurations, in this case, if we need to verify whether the PortFast is enabled globally, we can use either show running config beginning with span or show spanning tree summary command. And if we want to verify if it's enabled on an interface, we use the show running config interface and then we type the number. So let's see. For the example that we had before, let's try and configure the interface fast 01. So as we can see, we go to the interface here in this example, this configuration, and then we put this interface in the access mode, and then we enable the PortFast by using the spanning tree PortFast command. And in this case, we are enabling the PortFast on an interface. Okay, and then if we want to enable that globally, we just go exit, we go into the global configuration mode, we understand by the prompt here, by typing spanning tree PortFast default as a command, we are enabling the PortFast in all access ports. And then if we want to see if it's enabled globally, show running config, begin with span, and it gives us all the information. It even gives us that it is enabled even in fast Ethernet 01 as a PortFast. But if we use just show spanning tree interface followed by the fast Ethernet 01, then we will be able to see the configuration for the particular interface. And as for the bridge protocol data unit guard, even though the PortFast is enabled, still the interface listens for the bridge protocol data units messages. An expected bridge protocol data unit might be accidental or part of an unauthorized attempt to add a switch to the network. If any bridge protocol data units are received on a bridge protocol data unit guard enabled port, that port is put into error disabled state. What does it mean? It means that the port is shut down and must be re-enabled or automatically recovered through the error disabled recovery cause bridge protocol data guard in the global configuration command. The bridge protocol data unit guard can be enabled on a port just by using the spanning tree bridge protocol BPDU guard enable. And as the PortFast, it can be even enabled globally for all interfaces by using the spanning tree PortFast followed by the BPDU guard default. And if we need to display information about the state of a spanning tree and to see what is configured about this spanning tree, we use a show spanning tree summary where it gives information for both PortFast and the bridge protocol data unit guard if they are enabled and if they are at the default state for ports configured on the access mode. Same here, we go to the interface fast Ethernet 01 and by using the spanning tree BPDU guard enable, we are enabling bridge protocol data unit guard. Okay, as and the PortFast, we may be able to configure that even globally for all access mode interfaces. In this case, we go to the global configuration mode with the spanning tree PortFast PDU guard default. We are enabled to configure that globally. And then by show spanning tree summary, as you can see, we have the information. PortFast default, which means that is enabled in global. Again, PortFast bridge protocol and guard default is enabled, which means that is enabled globally. So with this materials, we are ending all the three videos about the switch security configuration and how we can protect our networks from different kind of attacks that may happen in the network. So thank you for being with us, and if you like the video, share it with your friends. And if you are new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification button for the new videos that will be uploaded. See you soon.